All right.
All right.
And we are
Go ahead,
back
Seth.
again with the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin 80% double elimination tournament. I forgot to say the speed souls at the start, so I didn't get the full name, but it's still long enough, honestly. Yeah, we are today doing the losers semifinals. Whoever wins this round will face off against Nick Style tomorrow in the losers finals. And whoever wins that will go to the grand finals in the redemption match against Fujo, who made it to the grand finals last week. Our runners are ready, and I think they're pretty nervous to get started. So without further ado, and first with me today, I have Tourette the Game.
Hi.
But now that you know everything, I think we're just going to start with the run. So I'm going to count you guys down from 3. So 3, 2, 1. Good luck, guys.
No, we are. Oh, and Pseudo has to create a character. To delete a character to make space.
Yeah.
That's okay. You have RTA
Luckily, we are running
load,
by RTA load, so it doesn't really matter.
So Pseudo starting with an insane 2-second disadvantage. But here, we are off, and we'll run straight to character creation, because sadly in this game, you have to create a character during the run. We saw Pseudo practicing that right before the, before the race, actually, to make sure the character creation muscle memory is all down.
Yeah, it's actually not that uncommon to lose some seconds there, especially if you get like misinput on the name and have to do it twice. That's like the worst feeling, especially when you can't reset. But yeah, both players here choosing the bandit class. It's the only class that has the required stats to use the rapier immediately, so they will not have to do an extra level up before doing the first boss. Pseudo not getting the cart soul here, actually opting for breaking the car. Yeah, he did get it like 3 times in a row just before the run here. But, that's what happens. So that will give Zyrelia a few seconds head start here, in addition to the late start from Pseudo, which doesn't actually matter. One more thing, in the character creation, he also chose the bonfire aesthetic. That is required to respawn the Rotten, which will be fought 4 times. It will increase the New Game Plus cycle for each time it's used, so Rotten will get stronger and stronger. But as used to get 1 million souls to reach Drang Lake, rather than killing all the 4 main bosses in the first half of the game.
That was a very concise explanation. I don't know what to say, no, nothing else. So,
I've said it a few times now.
We'll just see the runners starting on the Force of Fallen Giants, get the last giant down, get Pursuer down, some starting souls, and to get in position for a Giant Lord way later on in the game. And the interesting thing about the race, actually, we have some time while doors are raising slowly. We did see this matchup already before, in Winners Round 2, when Zyrelia beat Pseudo and sent him down to lose bracket. So this is the first rematch of the tournament, actually.
A very close race as well. Zyrelia died at Throne Duo, and they basically were neck and neck on the second try at Throne Duo, where Pseudo had to go a bit extra YOLO to try and get the faster fight. Unfortunately died. So it's going to be exciting, I think, to see how this run ends up, because we could see another close match. Even though Pseudo is considered a much stronger runner, anything can happen.
Yeah, Pseudo getting the world record during the tournament, actually.
Yeah.
Like not in the tournament, but during the runtime of the tournament. Got a world record. Beat Nick Style, who's was waiting on them in the next round. So you could see a former world record holder versus world record holder race if Pseudo wins and gets this redemption as earlier. But that's still open. Okay, Zy making up the ladder, that's good. You can get interrupted there if you get unlucky. I have to wait until Pseudo's up there.
Oh, Pseudo getting a bit unlucky there on the ladder. Does survive though, but now at least he got the card soul, so now he can heal on Melentia, otherwise he would be a bit low health here for the bomb wall.
Yeah, you want to use an item while talking to Melentia as a neat little trick to get as you do. And yeah, with card soul, as mentioned, you pop the soul at the gate already. Without cards already popped a soul while talking to her, so you can't pop life jump. Both runners getting bomb wall here. Pretty easy but important trick at start of run. You only have one
Zyrelia,
shot because
very
you only
low
have
health
one
here.
bomb. Yes, 4K is gonna be
Okay, it's through.
tricky, but I guess
Good.
experience in running. Experience in runs. Start is actually very packed. Like this first segment of the run is really packed with stuff you can do. I suppose both runners will not go for draw drop. No, it's kind of sad. You can drop down the elevator here to save some time, but eventually, maybe die. I guess both of them didn't want to die that early in the run. So we are seeing the usual taking the elevator down approach, and now we will fight Last Giant. Our first boss. And as you can see, Zyrelia and Pseudo both have the Dark Sign prepared already. Our Dark Sign moves you back to your last bonfire at the cost of all your souls. But if you Dark Sign fast enough, the effect of the Dark Sign will take place before you get the souls of the boss, and that way you can kind of cheat the system and get the 10,000 souls for the last giant kill while using the Dark Sign. So really even pre-buffering the Dark Sign here to get a bit faster off.
It's not a huge difference unless you actually use all your stamina before trying to use the Dark Sign, and I think it doesn't let you use it immediately. So it's a bit safer to buffer it beforehand.
Using the item while talking glitch again to pop the last giant soul in the menu there. We'll buy the key to the blacksmith, so we can upgrade our weapons later on, and 2 bright bugs, which are like the most broken items in the game. They're not available on the old patch.
Sadly.
Sadly. And
Imagine
we get
using a bright bug while you're binding boosting the dream.
and we get our first piece of soul increase equipment. Stans mentioned we want to get 1 million soul memory, which means amassing 1 million souls over the whole run, not actually having 1 million souls on you. And to get a lot of souls, we get all the soul increase equipment we can get. Melancha gives us the coveted silver serpent ring +1, which is like, I believe, 20% plus. I'm actually not sure what exact number.
Yeah, it's the Silver Serpent Ring Plus. I think it's more than 20%. I
don't know.
quite sure.
Look it up.
Might
There
be
are wikis.
25. Oh, I guess the base version is less than 20% then.
Okay, Lichman knows everything, so 20% is correct. Good. And
Yeah,
now
I
in
believe the ring
Majula,
is 20,
after...
and then the clothes after are like 22.5 or something.
Yeah,
like, really low.
22.5, you get a whole set. Like, for some reason, the clothes give 10%, and the chest and boots 5, and then you have the hat of 2.5. Fine. Yeah, second multiplicatively, that's a hard word to pronounce. Thank you, Lich, for making me do that. So you get actually more than the combined 42.5% at the end for a lot of souls.
And absolutely required for this route to work, unless you want to kill Rotten even more times.
Which, I mean, there is a 5 Rotten route as well, but
yeah, I don't
requires
think it's
an interesting glitch to be fast at least. You can do without the 70k glitch, but it's not fast.
Yeah, it's a lot slower to Scholar as well because I guess it requires going to DLC 1 and getting the key takes extra time in Scholar since you don't start with it immediately.
Yeah, talking to the cat for the cat ring makes sense. Which reduces fall damage, otherwise you would not survive the drop here. And there are a lot of drops getting down to the Rotten for the first time now.
It's really unfortunate to die on the way down here as well because you're using so many. You're using resources and your health will be lowered, and you might need to get an effigy.
Yeah, sadly, drop damage, fall damage is not determined by max health as it is in other Souls games. So, and since your max health lowers every time you die, it's kind of a,
Yeah, you can fall outside of the range of how much damage you can take on the fall.
Anyways, both runners make it to the gutter. Zyrelia skipping the
Zyrelia
one
actually
fight here.
choosing, yeah,
Yeah.
ballsy move.
Pseudo is taking it.
Pseudo taking it.
Alright.
I'm guessing Pseudo is going for the Jeff jump again.
That
Actually.
might be the case. Zyrelia not doing the Jeff jump. If Pseudo does a Jeff jump, I don't have to
If he would
explain
do
it.
the Jeff jump without the bonfire, that would be
Yeah.
God gamer move.
It would be ballsy, but why not?
Oh, Pseudo's actually
Pseudo
not
not
taking
doing
it
the
this
Jeff
time.
jump.
It did
Bang.
die from it in the previous race,
Yeah.
so
I think
understandable.
it
But I don't think it did it the time before that. I could be wrong though.
Oh. They both get through. I'm just gonna say that confidently before Pseudo actually does the last jump, but he gets it. I'm getting down to the Black Gulch now. You see Zyrelia using the Pride Bug very early here.
Pseudo not getting
sort of-
the urns there, taking a bit extra fall damage, but it should be fine.
Pride Bug, to explain this item, gives you 20% more damage you deal and 20% less you take. If I remember the numbers correctly again.
Yep.
And you cannot use it while you're invaded. So runners use it before the fog gate here because there is the chance of full-on invasion in the early part and a definite invasion in the second part of the gulch. As we see at Zyrelia now, invaded by Dark Spirit Woodland Child Gully. So you have to use the Bright Bug either before entering the gulch or in the fight, which you can do. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a really weird position and you might get hit.
Yeah, it's really awkward to fight the Rotten when you're that close to the fog gate.
So yeah. And now we actually see the Rotten. For the first time, won't be the last. Unless both
Many more
runners
to go.
mystically forfeit or do a Sinner Road out of nowhere. Which I don't expect. Ideally, the runner want to cut the arm, so I really did it there with the cleave arm. That's a good arm to cut because the cleaver attacks are the more annoying ones.
Yeah, it's longer reach, does more damage. Basically the one you have to be very careful of. Except the overhead slam of the left hand you also have to be careful of, but other than that, you have more time to react to any grab attack or stuff like that.
Sorry, already burning the sec there, but we will not fight Rotten immediately. But first get a plus 10 rapier, and for that we will move actually quite a bit through the game.
Yeah, so we're actually getting a decent Rotten fight there, so it's not Pseudo's not catching up yet. We can expect Pseudo to catch up a bit on the later Rottens. He's very experienced with killing the Rotten, so
I'm also not sure if Zyrelia will get RTSR or Tearstone Ring. I think Pseudo will get it. Pretty sure Pseudo will
actually,
get
I
it.
think he might do it because I don't think he was used to doing the fights without it, if I remember correctly. So we might see a double early RTSR. We'll see very soon.
Excitement. See slightly different level ups coming out from the runners actually. So they're going for 40 endurance and
Did Pseudo do the aesthetic warp?
32.
I didn't see because my stream
think.
buffered right when he warped. So that is a cool little trick you can do. It's pretty scary to do in a race because if you're just a little bit too late, you can consume the aesthetic without actually getting the effect, which would absolutely kill the run.
Well, living on the edge.
Yeah. Pseudo, I think Pseudo is watching the stream, so he knows he has to catch up every little bit he can.
Should see some slightly different fights coming out because it shows different level ups. That's the level up waifu right now. So the Zyrelia has less stamina, more damage. Well, Pseudo has the opposite. What I just said.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how that evens out. Also, having less stamina for the last hit will reduce the damage of that hit, so... but how much did he get extra dexterity, or...?
Yeah, you got like 34 dexterity, I think, instead of 23, 24.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how much the dexterity scaling is when it's not upgraded, or it's just +3, I mean. But we'll see when they get to the
So
first
we'll
boss here.
pretty confidently say that Pseudo is gonna get Artisan because he just did a setup, or maybe just did it out of muscle memory.
I
But
think it's
he
gonna be
triggered the
right, yeah.
bombs there, the exploding barrels, to do a really early setup for Nashka.
Really did not,
Nashka, the next
so
boss,
he is skipping the Artisaria.
yeah. There are like 10 billion Artisar setups for Nashka. But this is the one you can do very consistently. You take the barrel damage there, and then a soul arrow, the initial soul arrow, Nashka will always do in the fight. There are very
Yeah,
interesting variations. You can also get invaded by Forlorn, tank a jump attack, and then block the soul arrow.
probably not gonna see that in the race. Just guessing here.
Most likely. You'll see. So Pseudo takes obviously time loss now, picking up the ring, which Zyrelia just didn't do, just ran past. But the idea is that the increased damage is 20%, I think, or 30%. I think it's 20% more damage below 30%
Yeah, it's 20%.
health. Yeah. So when Pseudo is going to be below 30% max health, he's going to deal 20% more damage. And he will use that on as many fights as he dares to, because low health is obviously a risky thing to do. Because you might die, and dying is slow. But he will try to do it as many times as possible to have faster fights, get this time loss back, and then even save time over not picking it. Ideally. If he dies once, that's already not working out.
Yeah, especially if he dies to some attack that he would have survived with full health. On well stuff, there are some attacks that can insta-kill you, anyways. Not 100% sure about the other bosses, though. If there are any others that could one-shot you. Rotten, obviously, but apart from
Yeah,
that,
that definitely wrong. Both runners also picked up the Clone's Ring and a lot of gold pen resin in the Shaded Woods. Clone's Ring increasing stamina regeneration, so you can attack well faster after depleting your stamina. Also make the running segments faster, obviously. And the gold pen resin is just a buff for your run, applies lightning damage. And you can get
really, I'm not getting the
relatively quickly.
absolute best attacks here, but still getting some pretty decent ones.
Yeah, well,
Getting
that was some good energy. So Nashka doesn't like you, she'll just jump back and ideally do the claw attack right after.
Alright, so heading
Yeah.
to Nachka here. So we'll see the setup we're talking about, where the Soul Spear actually cancels the buff, but he was actually late.
Buff too late. Buff too late there. Well, it doesn't really matter too much.
Matter a whole lot, no.
You have to wait for the unbow anyways.
Yeah, she's invulnerable. Ash gets up from the sand there at the start, so doesn't really look like he lost anything at all. Yeah, unfortunately that causes the next hit to miss. That's not really something you want to see. That's actually the strat we ended up using in. I don't know if you used it in all achievements if you fought Noshka there, but you can do stuns with Great Resonant Soul on all patch to basically stun lock her for the entire fight if you have enough damage.
So now we're getting to Seldora slowly but surely after running through Doors of Forest and not doing anything there besides killing Lizard. And in Seldora we will get all our upgrade material for straight to +10 on the rapier. For that we got a mace at a smith earlier. Because hitting lizards is actually hard in Dark Souls 2. You really want it. Water weapon that has like a whole vertical attack.
Yeah,
like
especially when they're close to the wall as well, because most of the vertical attacks will bonk against walls. So
yeah,
have to be extra careful.
but
and there is one lizard here next to the wall.
Hell easy.
Alright, both at least getting the first lizard.
In between, we also have to kill the Magus Congregation, which is casually, it's like one of the easiest fights you can ask for, really. But in a speedrun setting, it can be really scary, because you obviously want to do it as fast as possible. There are a lot of enemies you might not see up running and attacking and just hit you out of nowhere. That's
Yeah,
probably the reason why Pseudo's not doing it in RTSR, which you
yeah,
would do if you
that
go
and
for
because you can
personal
just get
best.
you can just get stun locked next to the benches because a lot of their hits will hit you but not the bench, so you just get like stuck inside it. It's a pretty easy fight if you just bait the enemies around and sort of group them up in places where they won't hit you, but they're left to their own when you're doing this fight. Apart from the skulls, obviously, that's used to try to lure them away.
And here we see the Claymore used. Zyrelia picked up, Pseudo doesn't pick up the
Good
Claymore.
so far from Zyrelia. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So the idea of the Claymore bar is obviously to, as you could see, hit a lot of enemies at the same time. If you have RDSR, you can one-shot the big enemies and two-shot the crawling ones. It's 2 and 3 it's each without RDSR, that's why Pseudo doesn't do Claymore, just kills everything with the rapier.
Ooh, it's getting some...
Priest getting the buff up.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes, stun lock. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems to happen a lot to Pseudo, I guess. Did get stun locked once before as well, so luckily he survived this time.
Not just a rapier cleanup. Kind of tricky to hit the crawling guys with the rapier.
Yeah, especially when you get
just
close.
see. Yeah,
Yep.
again. And there we go. So try. Finally hit him. The second reason why we got here, besides getting +10, is there's an aesthetic suitable pickup now. To get another rotten fight in.
Yeah, they need a total of 3 aesthetics for the 4 rotten fights required to get 1 million souls. So that's 2 out of 3. And right now, as Zyrelia got all the lizards, he will be heading back to Majula to upgrade his rapier to +10. Which is a very strong weapon to have for any percent. Ooh,
Getting
a nice
chunk.
drop there.
Getting the Nick jetpack, as they call it these days. But Nick is going crazy in voice chat. The private watch party as we speak.
Probably. I think that might be the first jetpack we've seen the entire tournament.
Alright, so we're not doing the door skip in the steal. We might actually see it from Pseudo. Found the door skip. So, you know. If you found something, you have to do it in races. It's kind of how it works in this community.
That's the rule.
So, and he's quite behind actually. Obviously also partially because he got RTSR and he didn't really have the time yet. Only one fight. To make up the time loss.
It should make a lot more difference, especially on Rotten and some of the fights in Drang Lake, and yeah, I want to say Amana as well, but if you get a good frog fight, you can still 2-cycle without it. Yeah, well, start for sure.
And there we go, there we see the door skip. It's like 4 seconds save. Good job, Pseudo. It looks so easy when you see it done.
Yeah,
correctly.
It's a pretty awkward jump to do.
Yeah, like the
Very
angle
easy
is
to
so
slide off.
precise. Oh yeah, you can practice it for like 50 billion hours, so it's okay. What's the really quick work of the Sentinels here?
Yep, decent fight.
For +10, they do look pretty easy. I can say from personal experience, on a casual playthrough you might get there with +1. And that's not as fun. But with +10, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, this is one of the bosses I think a lot of people struggled with on their first playthrough, but they get absolutely destroyed if you just have the right knowledge about which weapons to go for and how to get the upgrades early.
See Zyrelia with true sportsmanship, doing the slow pathing through the steel, so we can catch up a bit more.
Yep.
It's extremely nice of him.
Extreme confidence when he knows the great equalizer has not been passed yet.
Yeah, so after the Sentinels, we just picked up another Ascetic, and basically the question is only how you get from Sentinels to the Ascetic. And Jeff, the big lizard, found a faster pathing than what people used to do, what Sly did there.
Yeah, it's good
Expect
here from Pseudo.
Pseudo to do the other pathing, yeah, he goes left here instead of up. It's slightly awkward because you don't have a good spot to pop all your souls. But we just saw him pop the Nashka soul after the fight while waiting for the fog gate to dissolve. And he's probably going to use the second one while talking to Melencha later. So it's not too bad.
This
Looks
could
like
be
scary. Probably going to
awkward.
get a firebomb. No, actually get attacked. Insane.
And
Yeah.
the enemy died, giving me some extra souls. That's not going to come in handy at all, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything. But
No.
it's nice. And Sai is in Rotten 2. That's the called Rottens, just numbering them. Again, we see him going for the arm, getting the arm early in the fire. That's really good for him.
Yeah.
Pseudo might be less enthusiastic about this.
Unfortunately, getting explosion after, which is the worst attack we can get, especially when the arm is cut.
That was a nice roll.
Getting a pretty decent fight still.
Yeah, besides the one explosion was really...
Yeah, you played it very well.
Pretty much what you hope for.
And just as Zyrelia exits Rotten 2, Pseudo enters it. Getting a grab attack at the start, but follows up by a very good puke.
Oh yeah.
A very quick armor cut there.
Puke is really what you want to get. It's 4 or 3 hits. Okay, so even he got the worst opening. It was still a good fight for
yeah,
it again.
very good fight, honestly.
Thanks to the puke melee. Okay. Now, Sai getting the Dutch grab.
Wait, is Sai? Yeah, okay, yeah, of course, it's only on 3 there. I forgot how long the aesthetic takes. I thought it would into the fight.
No.
It's so
like animation is like 15 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Probably less, but it's a lot.
Pseudo getting invaded. Oh no. Ah, it's fine.
And a puke to finish him off, or not actually.
Oh, just barely. No.
Not punished. So I'm going out of stamina there. Kinda mad.
Again, the R2 on the arm there, so he should be able to get the cut if he gets another arm attack there. I hope. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. It's just good gaming
so you
so far.
see here what the artists are that Pseudo is catching a little bit. I was probably contemplating going for the kill there. Would have been a bit scary.
Yes, Pseudo has... No, Zyrelia has more dexterity, Pseudo has artist armor.
Yeah. But Pseudo also has extra endurance, and especially if you get the arm cut early, you can just unload hits on him on location. So earlier here on the last Rotten fight, where he's buffed himself with the Bright Bug again. Unfortunately, the Bright Bug does not resist when you work back, so you can only really use it on one of the Rottens. So we use it for the last one. Getting the left arm cut there instead of the right, unfortunately. But now we have armless Rotten, which should mean explosion, right? Come on, Rotten, you can do it.
Usually, yeah, usually.
Equalize it.
Usually that's what Rotten does, but not this time. So really get it unlucky there.
Very unlucky.
Taking once too many, if I saw it correctly, so. wasting time, literally.
But yeah, Pseudo went from being a full rotten behind to just about a half now, so the Artisar has caught up quite a bit of time. It remains to see if it will be enough with the remaining boss fights we have before Zyrelia picks up Artisar after finding Wildstad.
So that's quite a long way to go still in this run.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Wildstad in like 20 minutes. If they don't die. Sort of the sitting down Herald. It's one of the bad things about Dark Souls 2. The way
At
Herald
least when you
spawns is
don't have
random.
to, at least when you don't have to talk to her immediately, you can trigger her to stand up from afar. But oh yeah, she sits back down actually. Forgot about that.
And yeah, sort of just using the souls while she stands up. That's pretty smart. And we'll see a lot of levels coming out now because there's 800,000 souls to level up.
I also have to mention, since I've been actively encouraging the strat, but you can punch Herald at a very specific timing, pretty early in the dialogue when she's sitting, and she will do all her dialogue while still sitting down, being a time save if you really have to talk to her immediately.
Let's punch the girl. That's the TLDR of Stem's strat.
Yeah.
Okay. We have quite a long running segment now because Train Lake is far away. Look at the Shrine Winter here, that's the door we can open because of the 1 million soul memory amassed through a lot of rottens slain along the way.
I like how you have to open that door in Scholar, like, manually, but the other door opens on its own on the backside.
Yeah. I think it's not only Scholar, I think it's just if you go through the 1 million soul memory, you have to open it. And if you have all four
Oh, do you?
correct ones, it opens on its own. I think
Yeah,
that's the
I
reason.
guess I never...
I may be wrong, but I think that's it. Okay, both runners confident not taking like the 3-second effigy pickup there. I guess they both have still one left from before Congregation. And neither of them wants to waste time, give the opponent any chance. Get a time advantage here. We actually have a really good race on our hands, as you can see
they're
from
really close.
the chat being like all copy pasta. Nothing to blame runners from. So the hive mind resorts to copy pasta, as we know.
Yep.
Can't shit talk the runners.
That's not been quite enough
shit talking top.
Forlorn summoning, I think, though. So Forlorn has been pretty lazy so far.
So the triangle gate, you have to kill enemies close to these golems there. To own them. Oh, still getting memed by the long range poke. Just barely leaves him out of range of the attack. So they're losing a bit of time here on the opening. So then wrecked by RNG. That sets up Artisar again for the next fight. So he should save a bit of hits on the Twin Dragon Riders fight coming up. I guess he's not happy with his run so far. Just a no way gesture.
Yeah, nothing's gone terribly wrong, but it's not been like a super clean run through either for Pseudo.
Yeah, it all started with the card soul.
Yeah.
Then downhill since.
You need a good card soul to win. Pseudo knows that, so...
At the level we are at here in the losers bracket semi-finals. Can't win with that card soul. That's like 6 seconds he lost it.
Yeah, at least. It takes a long while to break that card.
That's other true. I've done more. I didn't count how many attempts he did before he decided to break the card. So... anyways. So, kill an enemy again there to open this door. The evil, these two designers put 6 doors there, you have to find your correct one. if you find false forms that get bullied by Rune Sentinels, at least in Manila. I'm actually not sure if there are also Rune Sentinels in Scholar there. But our runners
I have no
know
idea.
where to go.
I've never
they
seen
don't
anyone
open
open
useless
those
door.
in Scholar. There's the one, yeah. There's one where you're heading for if you're going to talk to Grandal or Gandalf, as
Yeah.
everyone calls him. Which you would go to for all bosses since you need to do all the dungeons to get to Dark Lurker. But I can't remember if there's a Rune Sentinel there in Scholar or not.
I cannot say. So Zyrelia actually using the manual aim to get the Dragon Rider down here instead of just locking on. Interesting decision.
We're getting confirmation from chat that there is.
Good,
The more you
that
know.
people in chat know stuff.
It's yeah, it's unfortunate that I have to question everything from Manila.
Oh, Zyrelia is
when
skipping the
talking about Scholar.
bonfire. Zyrelia is skipping the bonfire because of mannequins.
He's confident from his mannequin
cool.
practice.
That's
Even though
ballsy.
I'm sure Pseudo has accounted for at least 6 or 7 mannequin deaths from Zyrelia. That's what he usually guesses for.
Okay. Oh, was a little door dance was already there? I think it was. It's like 2 seconds.
Okay, hopefully
Amazing.
no mannequin memes here.
Yeah, that would be really bad there for Zyno. It goes for the bow strat, so he hopes that the correct mannequin is faster.
Yes.
It is.
Nice, and
Aims the manual
shoots
for
him
it as
in the
well.
knee.
Dang, guess it just
Just
doesn't
the
like
arrow
rock
in the knee. What a gamer.
Okay, so not punished for skipping the bonfire.
Before you just said that, I would just get rampled by that horse. Haven't seen him do anything yet, but
I've never seen anyone even get hit by the
no.
horse.
I think it basically always does the breath there, which is too slow to hit you before you get out, or mostly does.
And now he takes the bonfire. Pause. Just your dark side vector now. That would have been amazing. First in a round of 3 long elevators Aura's gonna take. I guess it's 4 if included
4
Guardian
total in
Dragon.
the run, but there's 3 back-to-back in this section, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess all 4 are kind of back-to-back as well, because Guardian Dragon is the next part right after this as well.
Yeah. So yeah, late game in this run is really just riding elevators. We see Pseudo again setting up Ardisar. He got a really slow RNG from the Archer, but not slow enough to make him miss the elevator. Like, not actually missing him, but losing time.
Are we actually not getting away from the elevator? Insane focus.
Dang. Oh,
Hopefully
there we go.
they'll,
We heard it. Never mind. Because
There we
of
go.
war cry. A challenge. Challenge to Zyrelia.
The underdog.
War cry, yeah.
The underdog animations here.
Rave 2 mainstream got overused in this tournament.
Yeah, the tournament safe gestures.
Yeah, Pumped Up actually moves you quite a bit. I wonder if
It
you can
does.
fall off the elevator if you do Pumped Up.
Not from the center at least, but if you move far enough, you probably can.
Okay, so we get to a fairly scripted fight now.
Damn,
Looking
Lichban
class
giving out
knight,
half
or
a style point. That will surely make the difference.
Looking Class Knight, or as everyone calls them, Mirror Knight, or as speedrunners call them, Consistent Knight. Because that's actually a very reliable AI manipulation. Often a spot, fading out, detected always counts, this one. And then you can just loop him in these lightning attacks, if you don't mess up. Let's see the second attack. And the third one.
And that's the fight.
Pseudo will do the same, but slightly faster, because he's right here's the ring yet again.
Yep, so
The
you should
levels
be able
are
to do it
equalized
from one
now
side
after
to
the
the
last
head here.
level. Yeah, the levels are even now. The level difference got obliterated after the gigantic level up after Rotten Form. So red tier steering is the only thing between the damage output between these runners now.
Didn't really seem like Pseudo caught up by too much there. I guess we're like 3 seconds or so, maybe?
Yeah, it's not a lot on Mirror Knight. It's just 2 attacks or something. Seems like it's around 3 seconds if you trust
Yeah,
chat.
stay in focus here. I think we're gonna have to wave ourselves, unfortunately.
Alright, and into the crate equalizer we go. So there's not really a lot to equalize here. They're pretty close. If we trust 49, 89 seconds. Let's see what we did at 40. Okay, so really doing the insane strategy that also works in Scholar with 2 guys such as AFK, even so Nick doesn't want to hear that.
Flip in the heels there.
Alright, still going through the middle, getting attention for all 3 immediately. That's what you get for not doing the side walk stretch. So Nick doesn't want to hear that. I'm still actually getting the bandit gear out here, that's for poise. So yeah, plus 0 armor doesn't really give you any damage reduction at all.
Yeah, it's very minor.
But armor does give you poise, and that will help you. If you get hit by an arrow, it will not stagger you. If you are naked like Zy, you will get staggered and you might just get a counter damage from the next arrow coming right afterwards.
Yeah, but I'm imagining Sai is just gonna go for killing the sorcerers at the end here. For the safe amount of strats.
Out, yeah, Zy getting through there, or even getting hit once. True gamer. Looks like he's not really going for the safer mana here. Doesn't kill that guy. How do we see a complete YOLO mana?
Ooh,
Oh, I think so.
Pseudo
Okay.
getting hit there. Oh, Sai actually going full YOLO.
Yeah.
Without Man's armor.
Arrow hit the crown.
And he gets it.
Ooh.
Damn. What a
Dang,
gamer.
that was ballsy. Got hit by a poke, and the arrow hit the ground luckily as he rolled. And the poke was just too late to interrupt him.
Yeah, that was very close from the last poke there.
But Pseudo looks very sketchy.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh,
he's
the
gonna
bandit
go for it.
armor.
Well,
The bandit armor at least gives him the pocket
don't try
trigger,
to the
so he dies afterwards.
I knew it.
Yeah, I guess we're slightly behind.
Combo.
Because I already saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a 2-minute death. I mean, at least he got the fog gate
Yeah, at
solved.
least he got the fog gate, so he can just run through this time. And
But, yeah.
well, yeah, that's a rough
that's
death.
a big death. So now he barely has to hope for a death by Zyrelia.
Yeah, he absolutely needs a pretty solid death from Zyrelia now to take this match. But Zyrelia is doing a very good run so far. Not really anything to speak of in terms of mistakes. It's been pretty solid the whole way. Zyrelia might be on PB pace, honestly.
That's a solid run.
Remember his exact PB? I think it's like 58, maybe?
No, much faster, much faster. I think he
Oh, is
might
it
actually have
56?
55. Might be 55. He was
I
running
think he got
for
like a
55
couple
recently.
PBs during the tournament, so
Look, Zyrelia. I'm not sure why I'm looking at Zyrelia, not just Scholar. I want to see his user profile directly.
yeah, he has a 56.
5650. Oh dang. Sorry, I'm assault. Still good. Definitely.
Yeah, might be
he was
tough to
third
beat that
elevator.
in a race, but who knows? I can't
Yes,
really
it's
say
possible.
for sure that he's behind that.
Still a mana run 2. Yeah, it's gonna feel slightly sad for him.
Yeah.
He went for safer mana and got killed or the Zyren full yellow and survive. But yeah, let's just equalize for him. He equalizes and takes away.
Another scary mana from Pseudo, but he gets through.
Yeah. Oh my god. Doesn't get a kill on the small guy there. That's very
Ooh,
close to death again.
RDSR setup there from the mushroom.
I wonder if he will keep it actually for...
He's contemplating it, I think. Looks like it, by
Yeah,
the way.
he might just
Probably
keep
have healed
RDSR for a
already.
frog. I'm not
Looks like
sure
it's
how
been
fast
heated,
a
yeah.
frog fight will really make the difference here, but I guess he's just going for every time save he can get. Nick already cursing him
Frog
for some reason.
Yeah, the
I'm not
insane
sure
curses
what
from Nick here. Calling the instant charge from Frog. I think it's just barely at the health range where that would kill with a single hit.
Oh, okay, I've got some suboptimal energy here with the stand-up.
Oh, whipping one hit there. But should kill him
Not
in the next opening here.
Use the sequence around. Why everything is mate. Nice. Get to the fight with Alistair. Might have actually saved him a few seconds. Good job. Well, Sai is the whole area ahead now,
Yeah.
basically. Because the Devil Man is just so much time. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just a
Yeah,
bad area.
really impressive pace by Zyrelia. Might even give Nick a run for his money if he keeps doing this. And maybe even Fujo, who knows?
Who knows, yeah. Also, this semi-scripted in the sense that you want to get a certain amount of daily counters in, which is 5, and then you just
giving
unload
us
all the stamina.
the no way gesture here. He's not having it. Oh, the BM from Pseudo. The insane Dark Souls 2 speedrunning community toxicity here.
Skipping the bonfire for another 3-second time save.
And Zyrelia
Oh yeah, that's like the worst attack you can get from this guy, and that's the worst attack you can get from this guy as well.
Oh no.
And now he gets through.
Oh my god.
You need really any attack that moves them.
And the torch guy is blocking the way.
Oh, that shouldn't really matter.
Please don't. Yeah, if he walks backwards now, which he almost did, he could have blocked the path for a sec. Damn, according to the Lich ban, Zyrelia is a full minute ahead of his PB.
Yeah, it's a solid run so far. Never believed that.
I guess he must have had a strong duo then.
Losing insane time to Xero by picking up Odyssey now. Back on track again, so. Didn't quite reach. Yeah, threatening Nyx. No odds are active runner 100%. Ricky. And by no
What
odds
was the fastest time again?
early.
It was below 56, I think, but in the tournament. Check real quick.
56-20 something by Future, I think.
It was 27? Yeah, 56-27 by Fujo. Which I also believe was not early RTSR, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was also not early.
Oh, it's an active runner. I see.
Yeah. Of course.
The hidden message in there.
It's the most prestigious Recce. Only the active runners can get it.
Yeah.
Problem is if you lose the Recce if you stop running. I'm actually getting a really good wall-stud RNG here. Extremely good.
Yeah, not in RTSR though, unfortunately. Otherwise would have been a very fast fight here.
That would have been a sick fight about this.
Still a good fight. And but unfortunately he still really needs a huge mistake here from Zyrelia. He doesn't have that much left. But
no,
as Suitable would have said, Guardian will save us.
I see Nick bragging in the chat. Let's just ignore
Oh,
that.
on his unofficial practice runs here. Yeah.
Okay, so Guardian's also kind of scripted. Just stand in the correct spot, which Zyrelia didn't do, so good a fly.
Getting a flight here.
Losing precious seconds here. Oh my god, that's gonna be...
the instant flight as well.
That's probably not enough for Pseudo to catch up.
Astro's curse, but I did it with Pseudo's intent here, so you can blame Pseudo.
And this Artisan setup with the fire, that's insane with
So
Zyrelia.
Unfortunately, getting another instant flight here.
Whiffing.
No, he whiffed!
And he died! No!
Oh my
Pseudo's
god.
ahead! Pseudo's ahead!
I hope no one clips me saying Guardian will stole us. Oh no, I said it again. Damn it.
Oh my god, the tournament organizer playing favorites here by cursing the specific runner. Wow.
Classic me.
Wow. Cannot believe.
It's okay. Guardian Dragon
Yet
will save us.
again,
He will do round 2 on Pseudo here.
and it's just yet again the confirmation that this whole tournament is actually scripted by Stannis.
Yep. And even with that, I'm still not winning the prediction brackets here, so I don't know. Someone must have had a bigger paycheck here to someone else.
Yeah, Zyrelia actually destroyed all the predictions of everything said.
Yeah.
Everyone said so, because everyone
Although I
thought
think,
Zyrelia would go 0-2.
Yeah.
Because he was on a huge break before the tournament, barely in the runs, and just comes back and it's better than before. And how? I don't know, but respect to him
Yeah.
for actually
Extremely
pulling
strong
this
performance.
pace off after like 2
Getting
seconds.
the stagger from the spawning NPC here.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
such a
bad,
bad meme. Actually hit and no hit runs for those who want to know.
That's one way to lose no hit run. That would probably be extremely salty. Pseudo going with the
Pseudo
key strap here.
actually
on
getting
Guardian
the
Dragon.
scripted fight here.
Yep.
That's supposedly 100% consistent. Unlike the rapier fight.
I can
Has a
imagine
chance
it
of-
being easier to stay in the correct spot with the key as well. It doesn't move you quite as much forward as the rapier hits does.
That's
So,
true, yeah.
Probably a bit more lenient, as well as having a wider
Sai.
box.
Okay, that's true.
Also, Sai's not going to be able to get RDSR now, or, well, he did, but...
Yeah, he was very, very pushy there, getting past that auger,
Ouch.
and got punished for it really fast. And now
that
Pseudo's
is,
pumped up. Wow,
yeah.
disrespect pump up. We know you're watching, Pseudo. We know this is disrespect.
Tanimura delivering the victory to Pseudo, who gladly takes it. He has been praying this hell, doing the war cries to heavens for his victory here, and it gets rewarded.
That's so sad, though. I think Sai was actually in PB.
Yeah,
games.
it's a very unfortunate way for this to go.
Yeah, and it's such a bad death as well. Like, that's basically the longest death you can have in a run.
With the pace he was having, it would have been so cool to see Mac get an actual PB.
Yeah.
So close to the end of the tournament. But yeah, very unfortunate with the Guardian taking the first flight and absolutely memed on after that. Flight after flight after flight.
It's really, it's the worst rust life you can have, really. Long Guardian fight and then dying. That's like 4 minutes even, I think, at this point.
And then the ogres as well. Yeah, kudos to Zyrelia for continuing the run, honestly. That was a very rough segment.
Yeah. That's rough on your mentality. Mental mentality, yes.
Yes.
Professional caster.
The best kind of mentality. Now I'm expecting Pseudo here to honor
Fight
the
Ancient
race
Dragon.
with the honorable fight here. the duel on the staircase.
Barely doesn't get hit there. Insane.
Yeah. Gets hit after though, so if he's unlucky now, he can get killed by the double hits.
So as Fusho points out, we saw Fusho dying like 8 times in China before as well in races, so it's actually not quite over yet.
And Giant Lord death, question mark?
Okay, let's see, we get the honorable duel. Oh, the Artisar setup for the honorable duel is already there.
Ooh. Ashley got stopped there midair, but he gets through.
And talks to him, dang.
I was ended up being a very tactical heal by Pseudo before going up here.
Okay, now they're already back in the fight. This time he gets the fight attack
Getting a good attack, but he doesn't have RTSR now, so he still has to get one more good attack, I think. Gets the stomp.
Some whiffs, so gets another stomp. No, that's Guardian. Good. That's Guardian finally giving him decent energy here. That's honestly just something nice at least coming out of this.
Yeah, that could have been another awful fight. Would have been terrible to see. Luckily gets past. So they're entering Giant Lord fight here. So let's see, for 10 deaths we're gonna need quite a lot of memes happening there. So we're gonna start with a second giant death, I think, then a paper wall, then maybe another second giant death, and dying to a stomp Giant Lord, then dying to the stab on Giant Lord.
Oh, trying not doing the correct attack here to kill Pseudo.
The giant there was actually almost going for it. Did another attack for Pseudo.
Didn't get a paper wall either. So it's getting kind of tricky now.
Not looking good, guys.
He's a wrong read. Oh yeah, Storm is easy to dodge. That's not optimal for entertainment purposes.
Being very
optimal for Pseudo. I guess it was a decent segment.
We didn't curse enough, guys, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, we still have the option of 4 deaths to do. Actually, death to do is basically the same as a death to Guardian Dragon.
Yeah, it's around 2 minutes, I think, as well.
Just running down.
Especially more, depending on how far into the fight you are.
Yeah, exactly. That's a question. But the big thing is that you lose Bright Bug for the second attempt, unless you go back to Melanchar and pop souls to buy another one, which is also like
which is
40 seconds. For some excitement, we want to see a death by Pseudo here. Out of sportsmanship, obviously.
Okay, let's share on duo. Come on, duo, you can do it.
Pseudo actually not going for the old Radiant threats, that's the only run in the tournament, I think. So we might actually see Artisar and Chandra coming out, and he has less than 12 life as well. So, gonna be tricky.
I also taking the hit beyond the door there, so gonna heal up, I think, before. Where is he? There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does the jump strats, because I think with the get the roll and get the double counter hit, you still die here with this health, potentially.
You can definitely die in this corridor.
Okay, it does the jump. Oh, that was a lot of damage from one hit. Damn.
Yeah, it was a counter hit on a jump attack, which is a lot of damage. Okay, Pseudo going into the fight, popping a normal life gem because he's an absolute mental person.
Mentality person.
Mental mentality person. Wow, what a whiff.
Getting pretty lucky with Watcher at the start there, but it whiffs a hit, unfortunately. And another one, as I said.
Setting up Artisar, that's perfect. That's perfect Artisar and Chandra health. So we might actually see Artisar and Chandra.
But getting the block here. Another block, unfortunately, from Watcher.
What a whiff. And another whiff. Finally. Okay.
And another one. There we go.
Insane. I got duo. And now we will see Artisar and Chandra for the first time in the tournament. I think. I don't think he did it yet. Meanwhile, Zyrelia on Giant Lord. Getting memed a bit, so he gets the first wall. I think
Oh,
it
sorry,
also.
out of buffs, I think. Yeah, it didn't buff his weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't get the CPR.
I know. Artisan
It's kind of
Nash.
rough for the end here.
Easy. That was such a beautiful Artisan Chandra.
Yeah, really good Artisan Chandra. The Pseudo finishing off strong, claiming his place in the losers finals tomorrow against Nick Style.
Yeah. And a 57 time we're def in Amana.
Yeah.
That's like
That
a
is
55
pretty
pace.
impressive. I bet Nick is shaking now.
Yeah, Nick may shake any moment now. Got it. Yeah, got a decapitate gesture
With
by
the
Pseudo
message
thrown at him.
to Nick here, yeah, right at the end.
Yeah, that's a fighting spirit by Pseudo. Yeah.
So Zyrelia here going into fight. He saved his last 2 GPR for Throne Duo and Chandra. Which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. Now that's the advantage of Pseudo's no claymore strat, is that you can buy way more GPR. Like
Yeah.
four more GPR and thank God, maybe even 5.
There is the option as well of getting extra charcoal pine resin. I think there's 3 you can pick up early on in the run.
Yeah, as
but
well.
you only
But
do that
in
with
a close match like
expectation
this,
of
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. In a close match like this, you don't want to go for it unless you already died early on, I guess.
Yeah, they will only come to use if you actually die in a fight where you use GPR. Yeah, they will only come to use if you actually die in a fight where you use GPR. See if Zyrelia can finish strong here, hopefully, with a decent
Yeah.
duo.
Sadly, won't be sub hour, but
No.
sub 101 could be possible. Cutting it closer. Okay. You see All Radiant. The difference between All Radiant and normal life gem is that All Radiant heals for like 50 billion years.
Getting a lot of
just
damage from
delivery.
Defender at the start here.
Yeah,
Getting
that
some
was
whiffs as
start.
well, but still a very strong Defender.
Now we got
And again, Watcher is the blocking. Watcher being the great defender here.
Yeah, Watcher being the defender, honestly. Okay. No, Nashandra has 27 life gems, that seems like enough.
Yeah, that's more than 12.
Nashandra has 27 life gems, that seems like enough.
Yeah, that's more than 12.
Alright, there we go. Last fight. Hopefully.
Yeah, don't want to get too soon. Nashandra should be a pretty clean fight if you get the lasers, but not getting the first one here.
With the life gems, you do have a good chance, like I done, of fading out laser.
This is very scary.
Yeah, that was a very scary life gem pop.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You bait out laser, but if you do too late, laser just hits you.
Yeah, you can't roll out of the life gem that late, so you just have to eat the laser to the face.
Yeah, there we see
And
the forfeit coming out.
chooses to forfeit there. So
Fair
we're gonna
enough.
get the runners back in for some post-match commentary. Alright guys, you are back live. Congratulations, Pseudo, on the win. Unfortunately, Zyrelia sort of fell apart there at the end. You had a really good pace going into Guardian Dragon.
That was hard. Really nice run, Zy. I mean, you forced me to play. Like, out my skin, I was chasing you. I mean, like, you forced me to play. 45 minutes, I couldn't keep up. That was like one hell of a run. I was really unlucky about Guardian, so I did. Couldn't keep up. That was like one hell of a run. I was really unlucky.
I think I had 4 gold splits that run. I lowered my sum of best by 9 seconds.
Yeah, YOLO man and everything.
I was on like 54 pace, and I was like behind. I was on like 54 pace.
Couldn't keep in the Chandra death, and of course the Guardian Dragon death. I was actually on sub 55 pace.
Yeah.
How many flights was that on Guardian Dragon? Must have been like
I stopped counting after 1.
I stopped
counting after 1.
Echo here. Hopefully, terrible.
And then I kind of tilted on the second attempt, and I forgot that you have to like actually bait out the
Yeah.
the ogre.
Oh, the worry.
It might have,
Very aggressive.
it might have been on my stream. I've muted it now, so you probably can't hear me. But
what happened to your mana, Pseudo?
I got
died at the fog gate.
So sad.
Yeah, I got killed through the fog gate. On the other side, there were like.
Oh no! Yeah, that really
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, I got the Archdrake combo when you got through there, so couldn't roll in time. That was very unfortunate. I think both of them were doing the combo as well. It was
yeah, they were both
awful.
doing the triple hit combo, just wailing at me as I was on the iframes, and then
there's no
one
way
of them connected.
Yeah, luckily no forlorn Among Us. Were there any forlorn at either of the rounds?
I didn't get a single forlorn that
so.
round.
No. I was convinced I was
free
going to get
raids.
forlorn in Sadua this run. I'm so
There was,
overdue one.
No summoning in chat either, so I think we all know what to do for the next race tomorrow.
Yeah, Brazilian mana. But yeah, I don't know. That was a really good race. The Amana death was a meme. I wasn't going to YOLO. As it turns out, I don't think it would have mattered because it was like double poke and then nailed me at the fog gate anyway. I wasn't going to YOLO. I was like 12 seconds behind or 11 seconds behind.
And you saw me YOLO, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, I was like, I really don't want to go 20 seconds behind here. So it's like, okay, I'll go for it. And then, I mean, to be fair, I got through the fog gate. It was just they were just there killing me.
Yeah, at least that gave you the option of just running through on the second pass, but it's still a very bad time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I at least got the fog gate. It really does help a lot the second time through, just being like, yeah, just run.
I actually wanted to just stop my run right after the Guardian Dragon death, but I was like,
especially after the ogre, there
still die to Guardian Dragon or Ancient Dragon, or like going towards Ancient Dragon or like duo death, and it's like, yeah, I could possibly get back ahead, but you just played solid from. I mean, you had a solid run other than Amana. That was really it.
Yeah, I mean, that time's pretty good given that Amana Floodgate death's like 2 minutes,
and
right?
that's a 2-minute death, yeah. And like, I wouldn't even count that as like, that wasn't a mistake on your part for Amana. It was just you got unlucky with the Archdrake RNG, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, that'll happen if you do that strategy. I mean, you executed the strategy properly. You just got unlucky at the very end. So
yeah, no, it was a solid run. I was forced to play well, unfortunately. Like when I was trying to catch up after my mana death, I was like skipping all the bonfires, like RTSRing where I can. I mean, I messed up Frog, but even so, like just super try hard, trying to catch up some time.
When I started Amana, I was like 36 seconds ahead. Okay, my normal PB pace. Yeah. So at that point, I was like, I'll take the first bonfire, but I'm going for the tournament PB. I'm not pitching Amana. As I skipped bonfire, like I literally didn't take a single extra bonfire other than Amana. That was it.
Yeah, I was really hoping that both runs would finish deathless because it was turning up. It was going to be such a good race.
That was going to be a crazy finish if we both finished deathless.
Yeah, because you would have had to pick up RTSR, which is like 10 seconds or something, and I was like 12 seconds behind, so it was really close. And I was just copying what you're doing. So if you were YOLOing, I was YOLOing. So you probably would have saved some. Stage pretty equal.
Yeah, especially since Zyrelia got a pretty decent duo fight, at least.
That was
a 10-second PB on the duo.
Yeah. You both have blocking watchers, but with how fast Defender was, they were probably pretty good fight by your standards.
I got the overhead opening, which is a bit scary when you're in life gem, because at best it's healing you to half HP, and Defender's got like half HP, and it's like So I thought I'd just play a bit safe.
Well, GG Pseudo.
GG.
Hopefully your race against Nick is deathless. You can show like that perfect early RTSR route that I've been looking to see this tournament, where you can I mean, if you get like a low 55 or something, like I don't think the other route can like beat that unless they have like a god run, and that's like good RNG, good execution, not too many peach bonfires. Like you'll win by default if you get a solid clean RTSR run.
I think with a very good as expected for a tourney, at least when you're going to be extra safe, you're probably not looking at much less than low 56 with a very good
normally a pretty bad run, as in something going wrong-ish for 30 seconds. I'd be expecting to finish sub 56:30 with like one minor-ish mistake type thing, like 30-second mistake. So with peaching as well. So if it goes really well, hopefully better than 56. But I mean, it's hard for everything to go well. So.
Well, we'll definitely be excited for tomorrow. A valiant effort today, Zyrelia. Unfortunately,
yeah,
this is
thanks.
the end of the tournament.
Yeah, good race.
But much stronger performance than I think anyone expected. So it has been very fun to see you through the tournament. And good luck, Pseudo, for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Probably going to need it for the last 2 fights now that we have only Pseudo, Nick, and Joe again.
All right. Cheers, guys.